Meteorologist Ken Meehan. 5 News continues.
Welcome back to Solutions for Financial Independence with Beacon Wealth Management. We're here with Keith Dumas. How are you, Keith?
Great, Kristen. How are you doing today?
Good. Thank you for being here. We have a question from a viewer. As a federal employee, can I roll over my retirement plan to an outside plan with more choices?
Yeah, and that's a good question. We get that question a lot. And the one thing you want to consider when making that is, when I always talk to anyone about their retirement plans, the one thing I always talk to them about is, you need to always check once a year your beneficiaries on your plans. It's just so important to keep those up to date because things and circumstances in your life change due to different reasons. So that's something we always put out there and we want you to consider doing. The other thing is, in the side of the TSP for a federal employee, the eligibility requirements are for a TSP is you can put in $17,500 if you're under the age of 50. If you're over the age of 50, you can do an additional $5,500 for $23,000 the whole year. And so you want to make sure that you're maximizing that to your best ability. Also, if you're a FERS employee, you get a 5% matching contribution on that. So we always tell people if they're not doing anything to certainly just go ahead and do a minimum of 5% because you're going to get a nice return on that right away with the 5% match for the federal government. Now, if you want to take it out, you got to consider a few different things. One thing is you got to take it out. The reason you're taking it out is you're doing it for a purpose. So you have to really define that purpose. And then you have to define also what your risk tolerance is. So whether you want to be more aggressive, more conservative, use this money for income in retirement. So you want to be probably a little more conservative in that nature and that type of thing. So those things you have to consider. Now, to be eligible to roll it out of the TSP, you have to meet a couple requirements. Number one, you have to be a minimum of 59 and a half years old, or you have to be terminated from service completely. Once you meet that 59 and a half years old to roll it out, then in addition to that, you need to you can only do it one time while you're working. So once you make that decision to do it, you need to put it into an investment. And once again, define that purpose of that investment and the risk tolerance of that investment and utilize that for a lot of cases, your income in retirement. So you got to plan accordingly and make good decisions the first time around.
All right, Keith, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Kristen.
Lots of good information there.
All right.
We'll be right back.